Hello and good morning. Okay, here we go. We are going to begin our Batman cover today. All you need to worry about is the text. You don't need to worry about placing graphics yet, anything like that. We just need to get the words on the screen. The first word probably going to be Batman, and then we're going to have a word that says year one, and then we're going to have a word that has the artist name and all that fun stuff. So, actually, 3 people contributed to this comic book, so we are going to respect their contribution to the field of comics and art. To begin, let's just get the word Batman in here. Eventually, we're going to need Batman year one, okay? But that might be a separate little text box that we make. I'm going to use this tool. It's called the Type tool. You could also hit T for type, and it would switch to this tool. Now, what I will ask you not to do is do not click and drag. Previously, we've been doing a lot of clicking and dragging because we're making these shapes. In this case, we're not writing enough words to justify clicking and dragging. We just want to click to make a text box. So I'm going to let go of this to show you what it looks like. But this is what you don't want to do. Look, it has all this filler, fake Latin in here. So I'm going to use my black arrow to delete this. Okay. I'm going to switch back to the type tool, and this time I'm just going to click once. And I'm going to do it up top because I'm kind of assuming that I'm going to put Batman up here somewhere. So I'll click. It gives me my filler text, but there's not a box around it. Okay. It's also highlighted, and it's kind of too small. So let's begin by making this bigger. I'm going to go up here on my points for font. I'll see if there's a bold. Ooh, there's lots of bold condensed, bold italic, kind of cool. But I don't want you to use Myriad. Myriad is the default font. So I'm hoping you guys find something cool in here that you can use. Something that is like strong, like Batman. I'm on my computer at home, so I will have different fonts than you on here. But that one's kind of cool. It's kind of spacey. Like if Batman was going to space, I would maybe choose this one. Let's scroll down. I just saw one that looked like a cowboy thing. This is like typewriter lettering because Batman is a detective. You might want to use something that looks like typewriter. Might be fun. This one looks like if it was a Western, Batman was yeehawing across the countryside. But yeah, look at all these fun fonts. So I'm going to find one to just get this thing going. And I'd like to see what it looks like with this. So I'm going to type in now, instead of this lorem ipsum filler text, I'm going to type in the word Batman. So done. I like it because it's like, it looks like it's been made with shapes. So now what I'm going to do is make this larger. I can click and drag on the corner to make it larger. Hold shift to keep it perfect. So I might actually I might add some stuff to this. It'd be interesting to add like something down here. I'm not quite sure yet. But look, I have the word Batman in here. And I might also want to use a different font for year one. So one way of creating more text is to go down here, use your type tool, and click another box. But I'm going to just copy this by holding Alt. So I'm going to go Alt, click and drag. And I'm going to use the type tool, T for type. Select this, and we're going to type in year one. So I don't like this font, the year one part. So I'll highlight this and find a more appropriate font. Just something more basic, I guess. Future is a futuristic one. And I might do caps lock, year one. Yeah, fun so far. Awesome. Now, I'll leave it up to you whether or not where you're going to put the artist name and the author. The author is Frank Miller. The artist is David Mazzucchelli. And Richmond Lewis did the colorizing on this. So Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli are supposed to have the main credits for it. I'll let you figure out where to place those. Right now, I'm just going to show you how to mess around with text in kind of a simple manner. Let's make this less large because it doesn't even fit. I'm going to hold shift. And I might want it to fit like perfectly underneath Batman. Like so. Boom. That looks actually really good. Okay, Mr. Z, these fonts are cool and everything, but what if you want to customize them a little bit? To do that, you have to create an outline of it. Right now, this is just text. It is editable. It's not like a shape. Okay, I can use the type tool, select this, and use another A if I wanted to. But if I want to do things like punch holes through these things like we've previously been doing, we need to do this thing called create outlines. So I right-click on my text, create outlines. Now you have shapes that you can select. These happen to be grouped together, so I'm going to right-click and choose Ungroup. And now look, you've got this killer, all these shapes that you can mess around with. I mean, we already know how to make a triangle, right? I could have it be all kind of like messed up. This kind of looks like a city skyline. I don't know, guys. But watch this. Let me zoom in. So let's say I wanted to make this M look more like menacing or something. I'm gonna use my white arrow, click on it, and then look, I can drag on corners to make this like not perfect. I can round it. Okay, so these work just like shapes now. So have fun. Have fun with fonts. Make some fonts, create outlines, maybe start rounding things. I've spent about 5 minutes. We've only got about 2 minutes left to go in this video, but you should do some experimenting. Also, think about what kind of colors you would want to change. So I'm going to select the letter. Instead of black, I will choose. Maybe every letter is different. I don't know. I don't care. I care about seeing what you guys come up with. But today you're only worried about fonts and getting the words down. And after you're done, I want you to work on your A+ project. So with that, I will say that I miss you guys, and I will see you next class because I'm pretty sure I'm only going to be out for the one day. Okay, thank you. Love you guys. I'll see you later. I'm going to switch back to this and say goodbye. Goodbye.